Thank you, one person in the back. Alright, did you guys get some concessions?
Sure.
Popcorn, an RC Cola, and a moon pie? Maybe, perhaps? No? Okay, moving on. Donate! Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mark.
you know, the economy hasn't hurt you. What do you give, $1,000? Easily? Students have a lot. Okay. Well, that ends the intermission. That awkwardness. This next play, we are fortunate enough to have a student writer again on this. It's written by Will Carter, directed by our own Dusty Brown. Oh wait, everybody's our own. God created the earth. Evan created himself. Let's go, everybody.
Woo! She'll be hearing that. Are those her earphones?
Evan, now dear, there's something your father and I have been wanting to tell you.
Yes. It's actually quite simple, really.
Well, what is it?
Son, you're not real.
I'm not.
You're not. You only think you're real.
Well, then I am real.
No, life is not that easy.
I think therefore
That son is alive. It is?
Why, certainly. You're validating your own existence. That's like a professor referencing himself in his own thesis. You must understand that to believe I think therefore I am is to embrace utter nonsense.
Then how does one know that one exists?
Oh, they must be told they exist. Just the other day I was wondering whether I was my own imagination or not when your mother turned to me and said, "Why, Harold, don't be a fool. Of course you exist."
Then can't you say the same for me?
We can't.
Why not?
If you did exist, we would most certainly embrace you with open arms and whisper in your ear that we created you through the glories of sexual intercourse. Which is undoubtedly most glorious. But of course, I've never had sex, so how can you be real?
Evan, don't you listen? You thought yourself into being.
I don't remember doing this.
Of course not. Only real people have memories.
Haven't thought of it that way.
There are many downsides to not actually existing.
But how can I not exist? I mean, we're having a conversation right now, aren't we?
Sure.
Then how can you talk to me?
Just because you don't exist doesn't mean we can't converse.
So you two are essentially speaking to nothing.
No, we're speaking to you.
But I thought I didn't exist.
Now you're catching on.
Then how can you speak to me?
Evan, it's really not that complicated. You don't exist. If you did, we would tell you. But you don't. No one can tell you you're real when you're not. Find me a person who will stand up and declare Evan Brenson exists. Then I will most certainly believe him or her. Unless, of course, you also imagine the person up.
So even if I find someone to decide on the behalf of my existence, there's still the possibility that they're not real?
It's not just a possibility, it's a probability.
A probability.
It's almost expected for anyone to defend your existence to be imagined, because it's quite obvious you're not real.
This is a joke, right? I'm real. I can think, I can feel. Touch me.
The senses do lie, though. Now please, stop this. Your father and I don't just believe you don't exist. We know it. 2 to 1. Basic principles of democracy. The majority wins in this case. Evan, you can't argue against democracy.
The majority isn't always infallible.
Yes, but it's always right.
What if I told you that you two, my mother and father, were just figments of my imagination?
Impossible.
Improbable.
Unlikely.
Balderdash.
Hogwash.
Stupidity.
Insanity.
And how so?
We're smarter.
Better.
Stronger. More in touch with life.
You're apart from any sort of reality.
Exactly. We're without bias. Our judgment is clean and crisp.
You're both crazy. I know for damn sure I exist because even if perchance I happen to imagine myself, I would still be calling myself into existence.
Not exactly.
Not necessarily.
You see, imagination is not
Reality. Reality is...
what I can touch,
See,
hear,
taste.
feel.
What you may imagine may be fine and dandy, and don't misunderstand.
Our intentions, because we truly do
Love
you. Just because we believe you don't exist doesn't mean...
We don't care.
But there's something you should know.
It's quite crucial.
You must realize...
If this is another ridiculous claim, I'll...
No. This you must hear.
Evan, we just want to tell you.
Stop taking those illicit substances. They can sure create some strange,
Bizarre.
outlandish...
Arguments.
Good night.
Okay. Oh, she